to the freaks and weirdos. Thought I'd do a little hello. What's going on? How y'all feeling? See if anybody shows up. We'll talk about newness and freshness and blank slates, blank canvases, experiences. Hopefully, due to the musical choices here, it won't get copyright claimed like the rest of my videos, but we'll see what happens. This is going to be a short introduction and a short video, I assume. And it's more, I had a bunch of ideas, but I'm not in the right space for it, and I don't have enough charge on my phone to extract the information from my brain. So I figured I would just come over to this spot here and have a shitty chat. I wanted to do more on the your boy Mac Miller supposedly has moved on. Kind of weird that he would die at 26 and not 27 and be in the 27 club. I don't know if you're familiar with Mac Miller. He's a pretty fantastic rap artist. He just passed on or died or today. This is what it said. And I'm always curious about the 27 club. So I kind of want to do a video on the 27 club. And I want to get more on the Colin Kaepernick nonsense. But I don't like to title my videos that, and I don't like to really dig in too much to pop culture nonsense. It's all in all really pointless to me. I could probably speak on these things and garner myself a pretty big audience very quickly, but it's kind of silly. Because I don't know these people, so I wouldn't dare judge them or the issues on the television and the news media, but I find it hilarious, curious at that. What's up, Awakening G? So this is a more of a way to paint a picture. So I'll enable all of you to just tell me what you want to talk about for a minute. I got a little bit of juice on my phone. I could plug one of my batteries in. I'd give you a longer diagnostic, but I don't think I want to be here. Obviously, be out here in the red light, the red light district. It's like happy hour at this. It's the craziest place. It's one of the most wonderful bars. It's got really good energy in here, but it's just like it's never packed. It's never busy, and it's in the most amazing spot. Everyone that comes to New Orleans should come here, but no one will ever find it because it's the strangest little spot. Just kind of set up kind of goofy. They could really change a couple things in here, but it's kind of just it's the strangest thing. Thoughts on actuality? Okay, here. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta work with define for me actuality, or you want me to define it as opposed to reality. Actuality is, as Alan Watts, I don't have a gong here. I have my voice, so it would be more like Om. Actuality would be the real reality. That'd be like it'd be like to reel in reality. It'd be to do again. Reality is, and there's nothing wrong with reality. Nothing wrong with doing something again. Shit, how many times you've eaten the same meal? How many times you've eaten? How many times you smoke? How many times you drink? How many times you make love? How many times you see? It's all a reenactment of something. The formless immortal is probably what you're looking for, and actuality is a formless immortal. But even at that, the greatest teachers, they maintain form. You have to. There's no way to gain any information from a being that is instantaneously changing form. You couldn't observe it. It'd be too quick. You couldn't get anything out of the teacher. It doesn't maintain form and solidness. Some sort of, What's up, activation codes? Maybe I can adjust something on this side. Hold on. So actuality is whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't know. How does it feel? Feeling is actuality. Feeling is actuality. And then the secondary system is feeling is first, and then creation out of imaging is second. And imaging and creation have a habit of reproduction. If you remember the movie Inception, what does he tell the girl about mapping out the entire framework? Never take anything from your memory to create a future environment. Never do that, because you'll get trapped in it. Do you remember? So the image is to somehow find something outside of your context of reality, which is actualization. Actualization is to somehow find something that doesn't exist. It becomes very confusing because everything that has been architected was already architected. Every shape was already within the platonic solids. Every shape was already within the 1 and the 0. You know? Everything that you could do is a straight line and a curve. It's done. There's nothing else to be done anywhere in reality. And then that gets kind of like, oh shit, there's nothing to create. But certainly there's lots to create. You've never created a... and then fill in the blank there. So for you, creation that is anew in your physical form is something different. So actuality for you is whatever your experience is, and then your next endeavor would be your creation or manifestation of actuality, which is actualizing things. It's a remembrance, it's in your DNA, but to express out something in your DNA, that's difficult to do. I have the entire cosmos in me, and I choose to express it in certain ways, and so do you. So actuality is even a redundancy, even ridiculousness is actual. It's an actual fact. You're actually doing it. People, that's called consciousness. Actuality has something to do with consciousness. There's plenty of things that we do brain dead, and we just go through the motions. And then all of a sudden we're awake again. Oh fuck, what did we just do for the last 30 seconds? You know? You have to accept those parts too. Those are the funny parts, where you accept some people say get rid of your mind so you can actually do what you are, and some people use the mind to actually create. So look at Torin's gardens. He draws and things by listening to other stuff, and he kind of is a fluid conductor or a conduit for information. And other people focus and they do something out of their own mind. It's just how you decide to do it. I do things both of the ways, or multiple ways. I don't fucking know. Sometimes I'm very intense and focused, and then somebody will be like overwhelmed with my intensity, and I'll just go, and I'll just change dynamics, the form. I mean, not my form. I still look like I look. I'll look this way for a little while. So actuality is to activate, to actualize, self-actualize, whatever you think it is. It can be anything. There's nothing you're required to do. What's up, electric towel? What's up, Awakening G? Yeah, observing form is an interesting thing. What's my take? Bro Lightyear, what's my take on it? I mean, my take on anything that's on the news media is it's highly suspect to decode any way you want, because I don't really believe anything on the mainstream media. To me it's as hyperbole and incorrect and naive and bullshitted. Throw as many, it's silly to me. So I don't, may or may not have happened, but I know that if you put it on the news, You'd have to have a lot of people's blessing to have that put on the news as soon as he died. Put it that way. If he did pass on, you know, and then you got to talk about paperwork. So you got to talk about like he said, she said. You got to talk about like I don't know. There's a lot of things like medias and multinational corporations and what their agenda is and who they work for and you know. And hey, you know what? In the realest way, fuck yeah, good for him. I hope he is dead because he'll be out there on his own fucking island. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really got hip to the idea, like death. You know, remember the end of the movie? My favorite movie ever. Anybody remember my favorite movie? I'll give you this. If you remember my favorite movie, I'll tell you the line. Anybody can put it in here, and I'll tell you the line that will link up what I'm saying here, so you can understand. It's a movie that has to do with, well, Mayans. And one of my favorite actors, too. No. Good choice. Good idea, though. It's not it. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. It's not my favorite. It's not in my top 20, but it's a good movie. We'll get rid of that, and I'll give you the actor if you know him. It's a great Jonah, great movie, very great. I was actually talking about this earlier. Not talking about it, listening to something about it earlier. No, it's Hugh Jackman is in it though. Hugh Jackman. Think of Hugh Jackman's movie collection. I'll just get right to it. The movie is The Fountain, and The Fountain is about Hugh Jackman going through these different, The Fountain, exactly. Mm-hmm. And when he meets the Mayans, and they're talking about that death is the portal to awe. So I think that like there's certain levels to understanding what dead is or out of body is or de-added or death or Darth Vader or Doth or anything to do with what you are without your skin suit or your spacesuit. So there's certain levels to it, and I don't doubt that people that are fully dead can still get back into these spacesuits. Put it that way. Some people just choose to get into the same type of spacesuit for a long time. Some people choose to, and I think that's the unlimited universe that we live in. The capacity to, like, if I go to sleep tonight and I'm awake in my dream for, let's say, a week. Like literally, like it's a week, and I can study and research and do things. And I wake up here and I have 8 hours here, and I could actually compress it and it's like an hour here. What's more real, my dream or here? So, in that is to say, like, not too many people are aware of the power of the mind and what reality and what actuality is. And I think that, of course, we're sitting here. Of course, I'm sitting here. Of course, there's a thing here to play with. Of course, I'm sitting here with this blue bandana on. Of course, there's all this, and I'm enjoying it and I'm participating in it. But there's no doubt that people that have been out of body in some real heavy, like, out of body experiences, like Neville Goddard has talked about, when you get out of body and you're in another realm. I've done this before, where you tell somebody, you're in a dream, right? And they're just like, what? Like, you're dreaming right now. And they're like, what's wrong with this goofy dude? And you do this. I've done this here in this realm. It's funny, but I'll do it in other realms too. And sometimes in those other realms, I'll levitate or I'll fly or something, and people are like, no, I'm not saying this. They just fucking lose their shit. But the realm that I'm in is equally as tangible as this, and I can smell the same way, I can see the same way, I can hear the same way. So this realm is only as it's as malleable as those ones. It really is. It just to most people, this one is. It takes a little longer to get a response from your mind or your brain to get what do you want, because there's no shortage of desire in the universe. Meditate on that. There's no shortage of desire in the universe. Anybody telling you that the universe without desire, it doesn't exist. The only reason the universe exists is because desire. The reason the universe exists is because of your desire for it to exist. The only reason you have an experience is because you have a desire for it to exist. But without that, there's nothing. But there can't be nothing, because think about you being dead. You can't do it. You have no clue of what it would be without consciousness. You're aware, so therefore awareness is all there is. You can't even for 1 second get to a place of going, oh, I'm unaware. Because as soon as you become unaware, you immediately find yourself back in awareness, and you go, oh, I wasn't aware for 0.2257 seconds, a millisecond or something. And it's a fragment. It's a tiny little nothingness in the grand spectrum of everything. So the awareness, the consciousness, the creation comes out of desire. What do you think Siddhartha was about? Siddhartha was trying to find what it was, what he was, what the thing, what life was, and realized that no matter what he did, life existed. He could be a gambler, he could drink, he could sit there at the edge of the river for 40 days and never consume anything, never have a woman. He could have, no matter what he did, life existed. He could have children, he could have children that hated him, he could have this whole experience. Whatever. So be it. This is an experience. There's a desire for experience. Are you tired of experience? As soon as you're tired of experience, you're gonna go up to Samadhi, and you're gonna sit there and you go, I'm out of experience. And then you're gonna go ahead and take your tokens and you put them back in the machine, and you're gonna pull this lever and you go, ring, ding, 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 and you're gonna find out if you won. And one is O-N-E or W-O-N or however you want to spell it, and you play with all those mathematical alphanumeric games. But oh no, you don't just get to dip out the matrix. It ain't a matrix. It's not a trick, and it's not motherly, and it's not a trick. It's the whole fucking thing. It's your whole experience. So what would you like? Come to the genie. Rub on the fucking lamp. What do you want? It's not even wanting. Wanting is wanting. What do you desire? Nobody's willing to say right out loud, what do you desire? Whenever I say out loud what I desire, I write it down or I draw something. I get that. Sometimes I just don't want anything. Sometimes I'd rather just see, let's just find out what the fuck happens. And so I end up in weird places where weird people doing stupid shit. Sometimes it's magical, sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's crazy, but if I want something, I can put it on paper. If I want something, I put it in my mind, and I can get it. But that's how your life should work too, because it does work that way. You just happen to have 24 hours a day, where 12 hours you're sleeping, and 12 hours 8 of those hours you're working, and the other 4 hours you're busy thinking about food, and the other hour you're thinking about what are you gonna watch on the Netflix and blah blah blah. Okay. So that's what you get. You're going to be watching Netflix. You're going to be eating McDonald's, or I don't know what the fuck people do. That's what you get. Think that I don't have a mansion in Beverly Hills? You don't think I don't have a high-rise building in New York City that I own? Doubt me. It doesn't bother me. Because maybe I do, maybe I don't. But if I like it, it's mine. Why wouldn't it be? You're existing in time if you think it's any other way. You're dealing in states of consciousness, states of awareness, states of energetics. As a dog grows, as your mind grows, as your spirit or your aura or your auric field grows, you get to bring into it different types of energies, and it can be anything you want. You could be an influencer. You could be influenced. You could have money. You could have, I don't know. You could have food. You could get big. You could do anything the fuck you want. It's just a matter of choosing. choice is the most, you know, with the blank slate comes a lot of, I don't want to say responsibility, because a lot of people get that word wrong, like what it means. It means that if I give you a pen and a blank piece of paper, if I give you the blank slate, the blank canvas, you can draw anything you want, and you will have that. So what would you draw? Most people don't draw. They don't even draw in their minds, because they're too busy looping some mechanism that's going to give them the same result as they got last time. So think of something new. So let me scroll through here. What's up? What's up? Earth-inspired pottery. Darren Aronofsky. Yeah. Sipping on nectar. Pent up fear-based patterns, I would use, well, if pentagrams are the problem, then use hexagrams. What do witches use? Witches use hexagrams. They use Saturnian ideas, which are timescapes, as well as cubes, to get rid of pent, or 5. They use 6 to get rid of 5. I mean, you could use 7 or 8 or 9. You could use a scythe. You could eat it. If you're scared of eating, say, a pig because you're a vegan, eat a pig. That'll change your ideas about things. You know what I mean? You're scared of cutting something off, and you need to nine. No, I won't have that. A lot of people say yes to everything. I'll say no to something. Try that. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to improve your position. Fear-based patterns are, I don't know which ones they are for you. I don't know why they're there. Breathing patterns change things. Just simple patterns of where you drive to it. If you go to work one way every day, go a different way to work. See what happens. If you breathe a certain way, if you eat a certain meal at a certain time, take a lunch break. Instead of at noon, take it at 2. I don't know. Change up some of the variables in your life. Simple things like that will change the way that you think. So you can change it from outward in or inward out. And most people don't have any control over their thoughts. I could tell you all day to think better, but you won't do it. But I could tell you, okay, change what time you eat at. And you're going to be sitting there at noon going, well, I should eat right now. But like, no, I said eat at 2. No, eat at 2. And you're like, fuck. All of a sudden 2 o'clock's going to roll on, and you're going to have a whole different set of people at the restaurant. You have a whole different set of experiences with what's going on. And you're also going to have that whole thing go through your mind. Like, I got to wait for 2 more hours, and you got to deal with that. But then after a little while, that will go away, and then all of a sudden your new thing will be 2 o'clock I'm eating. Maybe you push it back to don't eat for the day, but that might be too hard for people. This gets into fasting, feasting and fasting. Energetics. What you deprive yourself of becomes the thing that you can have. If you don't want it or don't need it, it's yours. You know? So check it out, y'all. I got a few more minutes here because this band is about to play, and you're not gonna be able to hear me. So, any last questions, comments, queries into the nature of the mind of the architect of the entire universe? Feel free to add them over here. And in all my other videos now, I've put my PayPal and my email and my Cash App, so you can get at me and say thank you by donating some of your energy the way I donate my energy to you for free. And actually, I pay to do this shit because, well, I gotta have the phone, and I gotta pay for the monthly subscription to get online and all this shit. So if y'all want to help me out with that, you can. It's paypal.me/TsarXen and Square Cash $TsarXen, and holler at me that way. And you can always hit me up on my Theo Luminous. I'm not very good at getting back to people, so that's only because I just get way too many emails, more than I have time for. Is drinking ocean water a good idea? No, not at all. I mean, occasionally I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea to do. It's a good idea to do stupid shit once in a while. You know what I mean? It's a good idea to fucking learn how to ride a skateboard by falling over and busting your knee. It's a good idea to like crack your head open on the side of the coffee table so you don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I think that the energy from the ocean is supposed to be outside of your system, but if you swallow a little bit, it's not gonna kill you. Gary, never a problem, man. Gary, just by you being here, you're a help. So I appreciate that. Oh yeah, we'll be doing that in a second, because it's end of Saturn, beginning of Venus. Is that what's happening? Yeah, I got a little something. Oh, Jonaman, you ate a ghost pepper? How'd that go for you? The ghost chili, the boot jolokia. Yeah, that's some heavy duty stuff. Oh, there we go. That's good. Ooh, that's. Are you familiar with hot peppers? Have you done hot peppers before? Because me, I'm good with hot things up to a certain point, and then it's just like, yeah, milk and ice cream. Just bathe in milk and ice cream for sure, or half and half is good. Half and half is better. Anything fats, oil, anything fat, that will help. But if you got through it, man, that's crazy. I can't even imagine how hot that was. I've done like Thai chilies, which are like 120, and you did like 120,000. You know, I've done a Thai chili, but I fucked up because I did a Thai chili in a martini, so it was a dirty martini with a Thai chili in it, so it was like a hot and dirty martini. Then I bit the pepper, it was probably more than 120, and I was just like. Yeah, I was goners for a good 15 minutes. Yeah, the ghost chili, and then you got well, if you could handle the ghost chili, upgrade that. Find yourself the chocolate scorpion. I think you got like the scorpion, and then you got a few other 1.5 to 2 million Scovilles that are just supposed to be insane. Because that's crazy. If you get through that, man, I watched somebody eat one of those, and they ended up basically putting their face in their toilet. Yeah. Yeah, I assume, man. Hot peppers are not for the Carolina Reaper. Yeah, that was Carolina Reaper was like I think 1.2, and then you got the Carolina Reaper was right after the ghost chili. After it was these cats in Carolina started trying to make better, hotter chilies than the boot jolokia, the ghost chili, and then they made the Carolina Reaper, and then the Scorpion, and then there's one other after that, I think. It's almost 2 million. So. And that's crazy shit right there. I mean, if you can do it, you can do it. Like I don't know, like that I would. I'm sure I'd be on the floor just in fucking utter despair. I can handle. It's funny. I can handle certain kind of hot things. Like there's Mexican hot and then there's Indian hot, and it's where it hits you on the tongue and how long it lasts. And there's it's funny because Ami is Indian, but she can handle Mexican heat, but not Indian heat. I can handle Indian heat, but not Mexican heat. It's weird. Alive and awake, yes you would. You'd be getting a much hotter pepper. You like hot stuff when you're drunk? Does it make you hiccup or anything? Is that Jaguar? Let me see. Oh, you can't. Can you see it?
It's called tractor.
Oh, you get the hiccups, yeah. The hiccups are interesting thing. It's an interesting phenomenon. The only times I get the hiccups is when I've exhausted my oxygen through using a lot of hot, like. Let maybe I can do a whole video on this because I think I figured it out to a degree. So if alcohol is fire water, so the fire in alcohol, it's hot, right? Because it's using up hydrogen. I believe right now as I'm thinking through this, because when you water fast, what you're doing is you're adding hydrogen to the fuel to fire in your body to burn things off and to lighten up your mind. So I think distilled water, being a distilled liquid, and then distilled like fire water, meaning vodka, and then peppers. I think they have something that it's burning things off in the body, because the vitamin C that they talk about that's in capsicum is very akin to the flavor and heat. How come vodka is hot? How come vodka is hot? What you talking about? Hey Gary, I didn't see you text. I didn't see you hit me, man. What you talking about? I haven't seen you hit me with anything. What you talking about? You said, are you ignoring me, G? No, you haven't said anything. Unless it's not showing up in my chat, man. Yeah. So I think there's a really interesting connection between distillation of water, distillation of fire water, and then hot peppers, and what it's doing to burn hydrogen or burn something to a higher level. So I think there's something really cool there, considering humans are the only thing that really like hot peppers. There's not a lot of other animals. It usually keeps animals away, except for my dog, except for Meatwad. She's from Sirius Dog Star system. She likes hot stuff. Good to see you, Gary Baxter. Gary Baxter probably knows something about hot peppers. Gary, you probably grow hot peppers. Hey, y'all, give me a second. Let me go piss into the bathroom here, and I'll be right back.
I worked at TsarXen for a year. It was super late night. They fired the guy who was managing. They cut all his hours for like nothing. It was in the contract. They thought the business was not allowed to fire him. Well, no, it was contractually they're not allowed to fire. In the thing where they bought it, the chest lease, and like law and they were not allowed to fire them. Literally, he's like, you can put them on the field. He's like, whenever the customers are too much, just go in the stock room, smoke a bowl, come back out, and be okay. Sorry, man, you're doing the best thing. I like
All right, a few more minutes before this band is on. So, y'all can put your thumbs up your butts if you want. What's up, Drew Meister? Yeah, hot is a very good detox, especially for the so your eyes and your nose and your ears all work. The eyes, nose, ears, throat doctor is hot peppers. It's very cleansing. It's right to the center of your being. It's kind of like cleaning out your belly button. The belly button of your so your body, where the belly button is in the middle of your body. The middle of your face is right here. So it's actually the connection point for these things. So when you eat something, it's cleansing your entire system. Or you see the relation. So if I take my body and I compress it, I have three levels: my face, from here to here, and then from there down, and then my entire system. The middle of it is my belly button. The middle of my face is here, so I can cleanse my entire system with that. Yeah. A hot pepper vodka. This is why hot and dirty martinis are fucking lovely. What's up, Critical Depth? There we go, Critical Depth. That's what's up, man. That's the stuff. That's the way to go. That's the ultimate cleanse. I've been telling people, like, if you're gonna do anything hot, you need water, because the hydrogen and the oxygen and the connection between the liquid and the fire. So I got fire all behind me, right? And the fire on my shirt, but I have blue here too, right? to cool down the fire. So the red and blues you make the purple. So that purple flame comes out of the ideas of using hot peppers and that thing that's gonna burn something, all of the shit that's gonna burn garbage out of your system, and you use water to help cleanse it. So the more that you take of the hot things, whether it be alcohol, which is hot, or hot peppers, obviously hot, you need more water. Yeah, and obviously the oil or the fat solubles, and that's going to be very helpful to the system to keep it from overheating. So this is why you eat butter or ghee or yogurt with Indian food, to cool it down, and it also keeps your system balanced. I mean, gentlemen, if you could do it, that'd be crazy. The ocean water cleanse is a good idea as long as you're not ingesting it too much, man. There's a lot of reason to use saltwater cleanse, but it's too complicated. I think it's too complicated for most people. A little bit here and there is going to do wonders. But most people, you know, if you don't live near the ocean, what are you going to do? You don't really have yeah. What's up, Jasper? Alright, 5 more minutes and I get the fuck out of here, because, yeah, I don't have that much juice left on my phone, and I need a little bit of charge, and there's going to be some music here in a second. I'll grab myself a last beverage and wander off into the evening. What's Amy doing these days? She's working on something. I was like, actually, she's got projects, but she just fuck it, I'll get another shot of beer. How's that? Who's buying me a shot of beer? Don't do it on here anyways. I told you just go on my other things. Buy me a shot of beer, damn you. Between all of you, I think you can scoop together $6. I'm just playing with y'all. Let me see what I got here. I'll be right back. Let me go get myself a beverage so I can give you a last idea. The last idea of the day.
I say this having just learned this. Not that girl back.
Honestly, the fire marshal that comes out. City of Dallas goes out, life, property, or reports and something like that.
Is this the choice of beer?
Highlighted, otherwise, no.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's so cool. I put it on my
Thank you, Alex.
I can hear
Fucking cheers to the planes. I wish they had some hot peppers here. Alright, Gary Baxter, enjoy your day. I'll drink for you. And if anybody wants to have a drink with me, fucking cheers. I don't have anything good to say. I have no good cheers for you, other than get yourself a day. That's always it. Clean your ass. Keep your ass all clean. To filthy shit, huh? Or in fact, to cleansing. Because if y'all don't know, This is one of the greatest cleansing agents on the planet. Just because it looks weird to people. It's what keeps the grays out in my beard. And I don't want to hear shit. If y'all come to drink with me, I can't do a whole shot at once. That's served for younger years. I drank way too much as a toddler, you know. So now whenever I drink, I need 2 or 3 sips on a drink. Ain't no making fun of me for that shit. Unless you got good jokes, then I'll handle it. What up, Adian Aziz Gagari?
Slow it down. That's the one.
Hey, Leo, that's for you. I'm hardly a lightweight. I'm a pretty seasoned vet at this shit. I just can't drink shots immediately like that. Yeah, I'm the mighty Bush. The mighty Bush. That's funny because I was thinking of old Greg today. Old Greg, the mighty Bush. Yeah, I can't. It's my system accepts it in the way that it does. I have no control over it. If I do the whole thing, it comes right back up. I could drink with you all day. We could get up at 9 a.m. I'll drink with you till 2 in the morning, but I can't take one shot at a time. No way. Leo Slayer, you already slayed the fire water, huh? As in the Leo, the fire slayer. Oh, this is your kind of bar. Yeah, this is. Can you hear the music a little bit? Hopefully they don't shut this one down for this, but yeah, it's a. Yeah, there's a little back door out into nowhere land. There's all that shit. Yeah. It's a funky little place, man. You would really dig it. I'm sure, man. It's cozy. It's got good energy in here. I don't hang out here too often just because I don't want to overdo it. It's kind of like there's plenty of places that I'll go and I'll just make a fucking shit of myself and make an ass of myself. This is not one of them. I'd rather just drink here and be cool and just get the fuck out of here before I'm too ridiculous. Good music here. Actually, I did a couple shows from here and videoed the bands, which was really good music, by the way. I don't have time for that right now. Adian Aziz Gagari. That's so funny. Last night, I was listening to As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. His name is James Allen, right? Yeah. Am I right with James Allen? That doesn't seem to be right. James Allen, right? I can hear the... What up, Art by Pat? What the fuck are you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, you goofball? It is all good. You know, it's the ins and outs of the traversing through all the retrogrades and shit. But we out of the Saturnian one, which I paid a couple ferrymen there. James Allen, thank you. Yep, one of my favorites. I was listening to him last night. That and Neville Goddard. So those are my 3 favorites. Audio style is James Allen, Neville Goddard, and Alan Watts. Those 3, you can't really beat it. And James Allen has 2 people that read his book. Well, I mean more than that, but there's 2 people that read James Allen's books. One of it is just fucking magical. It's like a 45-minute version of his book, and that was one of my first like going to bed and then I'd catch that last 20 minutes as I was getting in between realms, and that was like, you know, when you're going to bed and you're listening to something. I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but that little dip when you're getting out of body or going to dream world, and you're starting to hear the sounds from this world, and then seeing the vision from somewhere else. That was one of the first things that was one of the first audios that I listened to that gave me that effect, where I could actually concrete myself here through that acoustic, but then still walk in the other world, so I could hear the music from here while walking somewhere else. I don't know if you can understand that, but like that's a cool effect. It's like walking in multiple realities at once. There it is. And by the way, Leo Slayer. Can I call you Leo? Can I call you Leo Dubs? Leon Dubs? Leo Dubs? That was Jim Beam. I don't know if you're familiar with Jim Beam. So you got Jim, Jack, Johnny, and what were the 4 J's? Jim, John, Jack, and Johnny. Is that right? Jim, John, Jack, and Johnny? Yeah, it's kind of the concept is this though. It's that, and it's also it exists all the time. You know, think about like if you were on an island, and then you had to get on a boat to go to another island. That little transition there to a lot of people is a difficult concept. Jose. Oh well, that's the 5th one. There's Jim, John, Jack, Jose. You got 5 J's. Jim Beam. Right? Hey, Raymond, help me here. Somebody write this down. Is Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, Jack, obviously, and so Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, Jack Daniels, and now give me 2 more, because Jose. So what? Because he put Jose. As soon as you speak about Jose, you forget about everything else. It's kind of like when you do that last shot of tequila at the end of the night. You just like forget everything. You don't bring up Jose. Jose is like it's not even a J there, you know. Not very good at spelling, am I? I'm gonna have to walk up there and look at it, and it's let me see, Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, Jack Daniels. I'm gonna have to go look up there for there's actually 6 of them. Hey, Raymond Smith, are you saying that I need to, or is that a question mark? Are you asking if I need to, or if you need to? And I'll answer that. Do I? Oh, okay. No. Let me give it to you this way. Imagine this, if you will. Just 1 second. Let me give you this. What if I'm astrally traveling here, and right now I'm in your dream, but you don't know how to get out of your dream, and I'm astrally traveling inside of your mind? So, would I have to go anywhere? Would you have? You're where you are. You're perfectly set in your place. And what you did is you found yourself a button to push on your computer, and you've astrally traveled into the mind of Zen. Or am I in your mind? I mean, it could be through the acoustical properties or the digital properties of this device. Like this could really be, I could be some digital enhancement that somebody designed off of the internet. I could be no one. Really, I mean, it'd be really hard go at it to design something that's fucking awesome and amazing with this much, you know, spice and flavor and color and texture and all of this shit. Like, and like, oh, do you want to see the finger? Oh, the fingernails, and he smells this way, and I could smell him through smell-o-vision and all this. But there you sit, and are you actually projecting? Are you traveling right now? Well, you are in your own realm, inside of because you're in a spacesuit, and you're finding information through the interweb or internet or ethernet, with no ether cord or no ether or no aether. And you're finding information right here in the real world, as I would suppose it is to you, that this is real to you. This is where humans exist on Earth. E-A-R-T-H. Earth. Ear. Air. A-I-R. Air. T-H, right? Or aether. So the aether principle, E-T-H-E-R, the aether, to breathe. The Ethereans, the Etherean construct, the Aryans. So all of that. Boil that down. Well, you can't boil down aether because it will be the bubbles. It becomes the Rain Man. That then brings you distilled knowledge into your existence. There's nowhere you need to go. You're good where you are. If you need to go into the dream world, yes, it's a lot of fun. It gives you more time to coalesce information to find things. Does that make sense, Remy? Juanita. Oh, yeah, certainly, Raymond. Certainly. Like there was no way I could. A lot of things I know through. I have reading, I have writing, I have experience. I have, like, in this realm, I have ethereal. Thank you. I have all of these different pieces that that I put together through things that are tangible and things that are conscious and things that I just like, oh, look at the reflection or the synchronicity. But a lot of it is through the dream worlds. A lot of what I know is through the dream world because it solidifies itself here. When I'm in the dream world, I have an idea, and then I'll wake up and the shit will just show itself in front of me. Like, I'll have an idea about something, and I'm like, oh man, what a weird dream. And then I'll wake up and I'll open my phone and I'll look at it and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. Or I'll just walk out in the real world and I was like, oh shit, there it is. And I'll see a license plate, or I'll talk to somebody, or I'll see a building, or whatever the fuck it is. And it solidifies some sort of, it condenses a thought. And everything is condensing thought. Condensing thought.
To have it in that kind of format, we need to have it.
You know? What else is there? You don't want certain things to happen, and you want certain things to happen. So, which way do you want to go? There's that snake. You know, right to the end of the game. There's no end of the game. That's why people just go straight to the end of the game. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They have an experience over here. They have an experience over here. You can get a purple eye here by doing blue and red shit. And you can go like, oh, da, da, da. And we could go through the whole fucking body, and I could show you why this is connected to these lungs, connected to these, you know. That's all secondary. The most important, that's why I do that. I do that a lot because it's me putting the brakes on, explaining something outside of someone's ability to recognize what I'm saying. And for most people, what they need to know is this. It's very simple. How is your experience? Are you enjoying it? And do you want more of it or something else? If I'm the lunch lady, I'm grandma, I'm the lunch lady. You come to me and I say, what do you want? And you say, grandma, I want some more. And then you pick it. If you don't pick it, I'm going to put something on your plate and you're going to keep eating it and you go, eventually you're going to get sick of what grandma's giving you. And you're going to hate your grandma. But you never chose something else. And grandma's like, well, didn't you want something else? Well, yeah, I did, grandma. I wanted this. And grandma's like, oh, well, you should have just told me because I got all that shit in the cupboard right here. And I go grab that shit and I'll just put it together for you. And there it is. But you didn't know what you wanted. So you have to experience something until you don't like it. Or until you realize like something else would be better. It's the idea of like, if you want to know why you shouldn't eat meat products, like beef, eat beef 5 meals a day. Eat it. You want to know why you shouldn't smoke cigarettes? Smoke 10 packs a day. Find out what happens. You'll never want to smoke a cigarette again. You'll vomit your fucking brains out. So now you'll start to understand the elements, like what you're working with. So what you desire which is the fingerprints of the universe. The fingerprints of the universe is desire. It exists no other way. The universe does not exist without desire. I can't stress that enough. You can't have anything without desire for it. Sex is a secondary unit to desire. Sex is 6. 6. Magic is hexagram, which is 6. It's still secondary. This is why magic is easy. Magic and sex is easy. Right now, look at. You want to put a clock on me? In 6 hours, I get laid. I get sex by night. 6 hours by midnight. Easy. Simple. Why? Because sexuality is easy. But what's not easy? 3, 6, and 9 is easy. If you understood the triangulation, there's the 3, there's the 6. Put them together. You have the star, the hexagram, which overrides the 5. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna go too far with that one. Dimension extension used urine on your staph infection to heal, and it's healed over. That's fucking amazing. Good. That's the kind of shit people need to know about. You know, I could put together a book with this. I could put together a whole goddamn whole shit, and people would. That's what I'm saying. The fact that it worked for you, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because you already knew the answer. You already had it in you, physically, mentally, spiritually. Raymond Smith, duality. We're trying to get tribal or triality. So Raymond, I'll give you. I wish I could tell you. I have so many fucking videos, and it really frustrates me to some degree that I can't just tell you what video off the top of my head to go to find out about tribal. I have a video maybe about 5 months ago called Bible versus Tribal, and that would be the way that you speak it. But then I have a bunch of videos after that explain the idea of tribal versus Bible, which is 23, which is why Michael Jordan is 23. If you look into sports, what you have is 11, 22, and 33, and then you have 23. And so you look into major sports and you'll find the best players ever. Scottie Pippen had 33 on. Who was the best player on the Bulls? It's not Michael Jordan, it was Scottie Pippen. Pippen ain't easy, motherfucker. Scottie Pippen was an original. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his fucking schnozberries. That motherfucker was original to the land. Scottie Pippen was a better defensive player. He was a better offensive player. He was a better passer, a better rebounder. Scottie Pippen was the greatest player to ever play the game. I'll put that right here on fucking lock right now. I guarantee someone to show me a reason that that's not true. Scottie Pippen is the greatest basketball player to ever play basketball. Fuck yes. Michael Jordan was a show-off. Michael Jordan was amazing. He's number 3. In my mind, he's number 3. Scottie Pippen, number 1. Yes, this is true. Look closely. Scottie Pippen was a Native American. Native. Like, he had feathers coming out of his fucking head. Mike didn't really want it. Scottie? Look at his voice. You ever listen to Michael speak? You ever listen to Scottie peep? Yeah, he was like, peep, peep. He didn't really say shit. He was like, yeah, whatever. He wore 33. Mike wore 23. And then Mike wore 54 afterwards, right? Or was it 45? I forget. It was 54 or 45 when he played for the Wizards. Terrible owner. That's a long study to get into, but I guarantee you something. Let me. Here's what I'm gonna do. I tell you guys 5 minutes, and you guys get me excited about talking about shit. You guys got me out here like out here telling people real news right now. I'm talking about like fucking the greatest basketball team that ever existed. There's no doubt about it. And no one would beat them if they didn't want to be beat. But the kingpin, Scottie Pippen. You have to not know how basketball works to think that there was a better player than Scottie Pippen. You are stupid if you think anybody was better than Scottie Pippen. I guarantee, you dummies out here would tell me somebody's better than Scottie Pippen. I guarantee you can't do it. You tell me LeBron's better? Get the fuck out of here. LeBron is nice. LeBron, I'll put at number 2, but he ain't Scottie Pippen. Because Pippen ain't easy. You know what I mean? There it is. Alright. See, this is why we gotta wait till like an hour in video, because people can't just hear me talking about this shit. What coins? Did he put some coins in for you? Barbara, yeah, I got an email. When you sent that shit to me earlier, I told you, oh, I didn't tell you. I just put my email on everything. It's Theo Luminous, Theo, Theo, yeah, Luminos, Theo, Theo, Luminous @gmail. Hit me up there. I answer them, but I just get a lot of them. That's all. I'll get to you. I talk to you plenty of times, Barbara. I talk to you and your daughter. I talk to you all the time. I'll get you. I promise. I don't promise shit, but I'll get you. Don't worry. Who is the second best? Second best is probably LeBron. There's a lot of really nice players out there that are. It'd be a hard go at it if you don't watch basketball and don't know the game. And also, if you add into it the fact that it's all kind of manipulated, there's been better players. I can't reveal the top 5, but I can tell you that Scottie Pippen was the best player ever. I'll tell you that much. There's nobody better than him. Look at this. I'll give you this. Go study the year that Michael Jordan left the NBA, and what did the Bulls do the next year? The year after Mike left the Bulls, Scottie Pippen had the team, and what happened? How many games did they win? Where'd they get into the? Yeah, go figure that one out. Scottie Pippen, guarantee it. There's no era that could have handled him. LeBron is the clone dimension. I mean, I get all the clone shit, man. I mean, I get it, makes sense, but all in all, clone physical or clone consciousness? Because if the world was all cloned, then I would clone the world to be as conscious as I am, and the world would be better tomorrow. It'd be healed. Or not. Or it would be a bunch of goofballs. We'll talk about the NBA sometime. I've done a few videos with the NBA in it. Because NBA is Nibiru, NFL is Nephilim, and we can get into the Giants and all that shit. Like, who is actually the best at, like, if you had to, like, who's going to win this? You never seen a video of Michael Jordan playing Scottie Pippen. You see Michael Jordan beating up on a lot of people. You never seen him beat up on Scottie Pippen. Go find it. You can't do it. Because it won't happen. Because Mike Jordan is secondary. If you want to be that popular, you sold out something for something. But Scottie Pippen didn't have to. He just was like, okay, greatest dunk of all time. Here, I'll show it to you. It happened. Actually, it's probably on the internet in the last couple weeks. The greatest dunk of all time is when Scottie Pippen dunked on Patrick Ewing and then just walked over his face. Remember that? Anybody? Go look it up. Scottie Pippen. Leo, I get you on that. I'm not. Hey, Leo, help me with this. I'm not into that right now. I'm not into that kind of talk right now. I'm kind of enjoying my beer and my life. I don't know. You know, digital people taking out living souls. I don't know. I got no. I guess we'd have no say in the matter, would we? But what you gonna do? Life exists till it doesn't exist, I suppose. And then once, haha, Sabrina, what's up? No, we don't want it. What's up, Sabrina? What you mean, no, we don't? No, we don't. To what? We don't have control of the clone issue. Well, here's what I ask both of you. Are you certain that clones exist? And are you also like, okay, are you certain because you have absolute knowledge of this? And if you do, I would like to see it. And secondarily, are you sure it's not just another okie dokie like everything else? Like, if I controlled the world, I would be like, well, do you remember the movie? Let me say it this way. Remember the movie? Let me use this movie for a second. Let me just try something, and then please respond. I ain't afraid of no clones. Yeah, clones are clowns, by the way. Do you remember the movie Follow the Yellow Brick Road to the end, and then you go to the end and you see that there's this tiny little man just speaking all this bullshit through the media? Are you sure that that's not what's happening? Are you positive? Yeah, The Wizard of Oz. So you sure you're not just in the land of Oz where you believe clones exist? Yeah, just because there's a couple computer animated shit on the TV, just because, meet one in public. Let me see what you do. Ah, who cares? He's right. Yeah, so who cares? That's exactly the point. Like, the only way they affect you is if you listen. Because they're not building clones so perfect, are they? That they could walk into the room with you? And if they are, then you know what, that's your life. So what? What you can do with it? I'm still living. I'm still a living creature. I'm still a living creator. I'm still a living God. I am all things. I am a God. Sent by the mysteries of the ancients. I'm the ancient one. Yes? I mean, could I be a clone saying this? Would you believe me if I was? What does it really matter? What does it matter to your experience is more important, I think. You got money from people that look like Men in Black? That's excellent. Dimension extension. I've gotten weird looks by people from Men in Black looking things. I've had some weird experiences, but I don't know. What do you do with it? Not like, what do you do with it? I'm not sure. I just move on with my day, and if they're real, they're real. I hope they're having fun. Yeah. A lot of it is more bullshit distraction. Yes. Yeah. Hey, look we just started this thing on TV, and then we send some people to go, blah, 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 and they act like a certain thing. I don't know. It's gotta be a lot of fucking maneuvering and bullshit just to maintain some sort of, I don't know, like control over something. I'm not sure what they try to control, and if there is a they. Oh yeah, the black Cadillac was fun. I mean, I get the black Cadillac, I get the Men in Black and the helicopters and shit. Wow, that's an interesting question. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. I suppose they do. But were you in it, Gregor? You know, ask yourself that. There's a lot of ways to play with that idea. I can't really answer that perfectly for you, so I'm not going to even attempt. Not right now, at least, because I'm about to go. I'm about to get the fuck out of here because I have a call to answer in a minute, and we'll see. Well, Sabrina, there we go. So, but doesn't this clone serve a purpose? Wouldn't you suppose? Is it a good one or a bad one? Are they evil? Or are they vile? Or are they living? Or are they vil? Or are they vril? Yeah. Digital clone of myself, so be it. A digital clone of myself, like anybody else could take any of this information and just change the words that come out of my mouth, change all this shit. Like, even if I never had my picture on here, even if I never said anything myself, someone could do it. You know, you could. I've seen plenty of things online that I'm like, that's not a real person, or is it? Or, and then you could find like, you know, Trump say something. You could find fucking Mark Wahlberg say something, or like your favorite actress or whatever. Like, no, she would never say such a thing. And like, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? How was your experience? I can't go back to that enough for people. Well, Raymond, I don't know what DNA is. I've never seen it. I think that's another joke too. I think DNA is a joke. I think all that shit's a joke. But maybe the braided spiral of this tree of life. I don't know. Huh. So I was reading something the other day that said every 4,320,000 years will be the next time there's a possibility of something that has the same unique DNA strands that you do. Every 4 million years. 4 million point, 432, that one, which is connected to all of the old ancient mathematics, blah, blah, blah. But then it confused me because I was like, those ancient mathematics weren't based on 10, so how do you get 4,320,000? Which kind of confused me because they were using a decimal in 12 or 20 or 13 and 20, and then I start to, then the whole system breaks down because I don't know what anyone's talking about. Because they're using different languages and different numerics. So if your language and your numerics are different, how can we possibly communicate if we don't have the same system of communication? $4 million years to me is like me clipping off my fingernail. 4 million years to you is forever. Right? It might take 30 days to brew myself a Pabst Blue Ribbon, or it might also take 10 seconds, depending on your perception of what time is. Some people like to focus and write things. Some people like to experience the world. Their experience is completely different of what they think how long time takes. Kanye is pretty excellent. I'm pretty sure he's a real human, and I dig him. I've never, whenever I've listened to him speak at any length, I find him to be a very wise individual. Anytime that I see someone take snippets from him, they make him sound dumb. You could take snippets of me talking, and I sound like a fucking retard. Guarantee it. I could take your snippets that you got online and made videos, and you sound like a fucking retard. But take the long game and listen to me speak. You're not in the same league. You're not even in the same realm. Not you, but people in general. They're not. They can't argue with me. They will not. They have no capacity in the business I'm working with, in the consciousness I'm with. right? But you could take some stupid shit I've said and be like, oh, this is what he's made about, right? You could do that with Kanye. You could do that with anybody. So I think it's foolish to ever think you can. You know, they say judge a book by its cover. I'm saying judge a book by one fucking, you know. I'm gonna take this little quote out of this book and say, well, this book said this one word in it. Man, if I was to take the Bible and take some shit out of the Bible, if I was to take the Quran, if I was to take the goddamn, you know, the manifesto, if I was to take any words out of any books, you could really fuck it up, or you can make it sound good too. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Britney Spears stuff. I don't know. Alright, y'all. How about this? I'm gonna roll the fuck out of here because I got a choice to make of going into the city and doing some awesome music time and listen to some things, or going to eat some food. I'm gonna go see what that's about. I hope you guys have enjoyed this experience with Zen, a lesson in creating off of the infinite plane, which is a hearkening back to the title of this video, which is about taking a board, or being bored and creating off of the canvas of nothingness and creating for yourself, whatever it might be. So hopefully this was engaging and you guys were very enamored by my presence. I don't know, enamored by I don't want anything enamored by me. Just I hope you enjoyed yourself. That's all I gotta say. And as always, keep your butthole clean. We'll talk soon. Do cool things. I'll speak in the language of the gods next time. Enjoy your beers, enjoy your food, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy your enemies, enjoy not having enemies. How's that? We'll be talking soon. Bang, bang, motherfuckers.